Greetings, this is the latest from McCoy's News Center. The offspring of a prospective counselor for the PNP has tragically lost her life in downtown Kingston due to a murder. The police have confirmed the apprehension of a suspect in connection with the tragic shooting death of Anike Walters, a 31-year-old individual who happened to be the daughter of Louise Pumbles Newland, a prospective counselor candidate for the Admiraltown division under the People's National Party. The incident occurred on Sunday night around 10:45 p.m., when both Walters, who worked as a security supervisor and resided on Benbow Street in Kingston, and a male companion were targeted in a violent shooting. While Walters tragically lost her life, the male companion remains hospitalized due to injuries sustained in the attack. Superintendent Beresford Williams, who heads the Kingston Central Police Division, mentioned that it is currently too early to definitively determine the motive behind this tragic killing. Additionally, establishing the involvement of the suspect currently in custody remains a challenge. Williams explained, "The individual was apprehended based on information related to the vehicle believed to have been used in the shooting. Allegedly, he was spotted driving that vehicle in a manner that raised suspicion among the police in Kingston East," as reported by the Gleaner. Preliminary information suggests that this shooting may have connections to gang activities in the area. Williams alluded to an ongoing feud involving the Upsetter and Superstar gangs operating within the vicinity. According to reports, the unfortunate incident unfolded when Walters and an unidentified male companion arrived in a black motorcar on Orange Street, near Orange Villa. They were ambushed by armed individuals who opened fire, resulting in Walters sustaining upper body injuries and the male companion being shot in the leg. Possible arson at residence of woman connected to fatal love triangle. The police have initiated an inquiry into what seems to be an arson incident at the residence where a contractor working for the Jamaica Public Service Company, Orlando Blake, was fatally shot over the weekend. Orlando Blake, the deceased, met his unfortunate end when he allegedly entered the home of his common-law wife in the early hours of Sunday, where she was asleep with another man. Reportedly, the man inside the house was awakened by unusual noises and spotted Blake at the doorway, holding an object. It is further understood that Blake approached his common-law wife with this object, prompting the other man, a licensed firearms holder, to retrieve his firearm and discharge it in self-defense. Blake was promptly transported to the hospital by his common-law wife, and the male licensed firearm holder but succumbed to his injuries while receiving medical care. Meanwhile, in a recent development, authorities are investigating what appears to be an arson attack at the woman's residence. Reports suggest that the woman's car and garage were set on fire on Sunday night. The Jamaica Fire Brigade was alerted to the incident, and they managed to extinguish the blaze before it could spread to the rest of the house. Reports from authorities indicate that, in the wake of a tragic nightclub fire in Spain that claimed the lives of 13 individuals, 2 people remain unaccounted for. Madrid, officials in the southern Spanish city of Murcia announced on Monday that 2 individuals, who are believed to have been present at the nightclub where 13 others perished in the fire, are still missing. Additionally, it was revealed that the nightclub had been operating without a valid permit. The town hall statement, posted on the platform formerly known as Twitter, followed an earlier statement by Francisco Jimenez, the central government's representative for the region, who initially declared that all missing persons had been located, and no additional bodies were found. Subsequently, Jimenez acknowledged a discrepancy in the reported figures of missing individuals. Jimenez disclosed that among the deceased were citizens of Spain, Colombia, Ecuador, and Nicaragua, though the exact number of individuals present in the club at the time of the fire, which ignited at 6 a.m. on Sunday, remains unknown. This incident marks the deadliest nightclub fire in Spain since 43 individuals lost their lives in Zaragoza in 1990. On Monday, firefighting and law enforcement personnel continued their efforts to assess the extent of the damage and commenced investigations to determine the cause of the fire. The blaze originated in one nightclub and subsequently spread to 2 neighboring establishments, as reported by the Spanish state news agency IFE. All the fatalities were discovered in the initial nightclub, and while 24 people sustained injuries, none required hospitalization. The Murcia Town Hall stated that permit renewals for the 2 affected nightclubs had been denied in 2022, and they had been ordered to cease operations. The city authorities have committed to a thorough investigation into how the clubs managed to continue operating in contravention of these decisions. Representatives of the nightclubs, when interviewed on Spanish national television, denied any wrongdoing or illegal operations. In response to the tragedy, the city council declared 3 days of mourning, with flags lowered to half-staff on public buildings. A minute of silence was observed outside Murcia's town hall at noon on Monday. Subscribe to McCoy's News for breaking news and updates.